Why did society start to like Christian Grey? After all, classical heroes, non-aggressive, non-sadistic ones, used to be in vogue. Cowardly princes, black queens, swarthy Snow White, and the Little Mermaid. Have you begun to wonder? What is happening to humanity? Have people lost their creativity and imagination, or is something else going on in the world? Why have movies and animation started distorting reality? Why do they change classic works and introduce false information into them? Recently, Hollywood and Disney have not released a single movie without causing disappointment. While in the beginning people watched out of curiosity, now it seems that little by little many people's eyes are opening. Don't you think that the interest in sexually explicit movies is due to the fact that in the classics, the prince is presented as a weak creature? As long as the prince in fairy tales is a weak-minded fool, our society will desire Christian Grey, a man with many psychological problems and abnormal sexual preferences. We continue our movie analysis on our channel with the example of the 2012 film. It's hard to criticize a movie starring Julia Roberts and Lily Collins. The movie begins according to a classic scenario. The king marries an evil queen who wants to kill the princess. Nothing unusual there. But what about the prince and the dwarves? Let's start with the prince's role in the movie. What's wrong with him? The first thing that catches your eye is his scared look. When he fights the dwarves, he has frightened eyes. This is no longer the prince from the real fairy tale. Second, when he sees the dwarves' height, he starts laughing. Classic bullying of those who are different. A prince is supposed to be noble and accept everyone as equals. Third, he's arrogant. He doesn't ask for help and thinks everyone knows him and should help him. Moving on, throughout the movie he wears ridiculous outfits. He is nowhere near the type of man who can save someone. Have you ever wondered why the prince wears a rabbit costume in this movie? Because the rabbit is the most cowardly animal. It's not just the prince's image that's distorted. 7 dwarves who steal gold and rescue Snow White to demand a ransom. Are you crazy? In the classic story, they labor for a living. Clearly, the director confused them with Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. The dwarves get better, they start doing good deeds. But the prince's situation is very bad. The queen speaks to him as if he were some kind of weakling. While Snow White prepares for battle and hones her skills to defend her kingdom, the prince becomes more and more helpless. At first, he can't fight Snow White, she defeats him. Then he rushes to the queen to tell her that Snow White is alive and cooperating with the dwarves, which is quite funny. In the end, he opens his soul to the queen, nearly crying as he tells her how disappointed he is in Snow White. The screenwriter doesn't stop there. The queen confuses the poison of love, and the prince not only falls in love with her but also becomes her dog. My God! How can a prince be so humiliated in a fairy tale? After all, he is supposed to be the hero and savior. Analyzing this film, we expected the prince's humiliation to end there, but no. He cries and agonizes until the movie's end, behaving like the last idiot, until Snow White's kiss saves him from the spell. The film is light and funny, with notes of subtle humor. But isn't that the catch? After all, the fastest way to implant information into the subconscious is to present it with humor. Maybe that's why, in a world of idiot princes, people have come to crave abusers and sadists. Or maybe not. Write your opinion, it will help us to find the truth. We continue analyzing movies on our channel with the hope that this will help you filter useful information. See you soon on our channel.